Hello, I'm Vanessa and this is my first YouTube video in a while because this is not the first time I post a YouTube video. So just welcome. As you can see in the title, I'm going to talk about my experience in Australia so far as a Latina girl. I'm from Colombia, so yeah, I'm just going to tell you my experience. So I'm just going to talk about my experience like I used to do in my old videos. If you follow me for a long time ago, you will know that I used to post really sad videos talking about how sad and depressed I was all the time here. I delete all those videos because I just didn't feel that it was right to post all that sadness in this platform. But it's something that we cannot deny that it happens a lot. So I'm just gonna start. I came here around 3 years ago. It was in June 27th. So it technically will be 3 years next month, which is really exciting because I cannot believe that I've been here already 3 years. Now, I forget to say something. I'm from Colombia, so I should be speaking Spanish. However, for me, it's really important that if you want to come to Australia, you need to learn English because that's how everything will progress better for you. If you come from Australia and you're Latin American and you don't know English at all, it's going to be really difficult for you to keep going in the country, especially with all these changes. So that's why I'm doing the video in English. I will put subtitles anyway because yeah, I understand that obviously you are not going to learn English in just 1 week, but I think it's really important if you can take my videos as maybe like a practice tool to help you speak English and practice English, because I am from Colombia, I speak Spanish, but I have improved my English a lot since I'm here in Australia. Coming back to the beginning, it's going to be almost 3 years, which is really exciting. This video, because I don't want to make it too long, I just want you to know me a little bit since I'm here. I came here with help, which was really good in that moment. I also came here just after COVID. So we have to say that right now is more difficult than before. When I just arrived, it was just after COVID, so the country was technically empty. So it was really easy to get a job. It was really easy to get a visa starting for that point. And most of the time you didn't have to prove any money in any bank account. So yeah, it was pretty easy. All my process was technically easy. I didn't put Australia like my first and only choice because you cannot do that. You have to have multiple choices in everything you do. It's better to have a plan A, B, C instead of only a plan A. Australia was my plan A and so far it is still my plan A, but I always had a plan B. And I still have a plan B because we never know what's gonna happen. So far my experience has been good and bad. I wouldn't say terrible. I know that probably a lot of people had a worse experience than mine. I feel like I've been lucky technically with the people I have met and with the jobs I got and all of that. I think I was actually really lucky. But I think, and that was the main point of all my old videos that doesn't exist anymore, it was the depression and the loneliness. I used to live with my mom, my sister. I used to see my dad all the time. I had my friends. Everything was in Colombia. And you don't realize everything you have until you don't have it anymore. I moved to Australia. At the beginning, it was really exciting. I didn't even feel alone at that point. But after you have more difficulties and more obstacles to come through and you're alone, is when it becomes difficult, is when the depression might hit you a little bit. I've never considered myself that I have depression at all until that moment. I was really sad all the time. I think it was not only coming here and being alone, it was also all the things you need to do to get through it. You know, in Colombia, I was working in Avianca, which is the biggest airline in Colombia. I had a good position, I was getting paid well, and I probably could have gone even higher during the time, like if I would have stayed and I worked more, I probably would have been good. And that's fine, but I didn't want that. I really wanted to get out of Colombia and try something different, and that's why I decided to go to Australia. I had a good job, and then I have to came here and then start working as a cleaner, which is something that I really hate, because I didn't work as a cleaner because I had to. I work as a cleaner because everyone told me I had to. So it was not my decision. It was everyone was telling you that, so you believe it, and you don't need to do that. I mean, it depends. Not because you're Colombian or not because you're South American, it means that you only can work as a cleaner. That's not true. I could have skipped that part, but I didn't, because everyone was telling me that that's what I needed to do, and I did it. And it was depressing, it was sad, it was really tiring, having all these difficulties and not being able to talk to the people you want, like your mom or like your friends or whoever. And especially, at least in South America, we know the time difference in Australia and Colombia, it's like huge. It's like 11 hours. So by the time you're awake, they're asleep. So it's really hard to talk to them, and you have to wait until a specific time to be able to tell everything that happened in your day. And it's just difficult. I used to cry a lot. I don't anymore. Obviously, I changed my job, so everything was better. I improved my English. My English never was zero. I really like languages. So I always study English by myself. I didn't took any course before coming to Australia, and after I was here already, I already had a good level, and I was already in upper intermediate in my first month. Then I did IELTS and Cambridge and like a lot of stuff, because you don't know what to do after that first visa you have. Talking and thinking about visas is stressful. It takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of time, and it takes you a lot of working as well, because visas are expensive depending on what visa you want. And like for how long, and anyway, and if it's for studying, even worse, because you have to pay tuition, and like, oh my god, it's just too much. My experience in general has been up and down. Nowadays it's more up than down, which is great, because I don't want to feel bad the whole time that I'm here, because if I'm not feeling great, what's the point of being here? I don't think in Colombia there's not opportunities. I think if you work hard for it, you can get it. I got my first job when I was 20 and 19, I think. I mean, and I just worked my way up. I'm not saying that you shouldn't come to Australia. I just think you should consider everything. That is something that the people don't tell you. So I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know about Australia before you come here and when you are already here. Because I think no one really talks about it, and I think it's really important that you know that you're making the right decision before everything. I'm not gonna tell you all of that in this video. This video, it was only for a little talk about my little experience and my depression and how I'm happy now. I will making more videos about this, talking really in depth with things you need to know. But yeah, I just want to make sure that all the people that is thinking of coming here, the people that is already here, know what is really going on. From someone that has been here 3 years and have experienced different jobs and different difficulties and different things. And I'm not gonna say that my way of doing things is the best way, but so far I'm happy and I'm okay. I know that I'm lucky for a lot of things. So thank you for watching this video. Let me know if you want to know more about it. If you don't want to know more about it, it doesn't matter, because I'm still going to make the video. Just let me know if you want this video in English or in Spanish or in both. And yeah, that's everything for this video. I hope it's not too long. I really like talking, and it's like there's so many things to talk about that you don't know how to start. That's why I need to make a script and like really know what I'm talking about all the time. Thank you so much for watching, and see you the next time. Bye bye.